So the Ford worker who called Donald Trump a pedophile protector is now suspended from their position. Again, this was the guy who calls Trump, obviously in reference to the Epstein files, this pedophile protector, screams it out to him when Trump is visiting a Ford plant, and then Trump literally flicks off the worker and sort of walks away. And you can actually see it there. Somebody got it on video. And so relatively interesting stuff here. But I found this post today on Twitter. We're going to read it out here. And I believe it's talking to, it's quoting a lot of the worker himself and his experience. And so it says the following, quote, "A lunatic was wildly screaming expletives in a complete fit of rage, and the president gave an appropriate and unambiguous response," Chiang said in a statement to the Washington Post. TJ Sabula, a 40-year-old United Auto worker, local 600 line worker at the factory, told the Post that he was the one shouting at Trump. He said he has been suspended from work pending an investigation. As far as calling him out, definitely no regrets whatsoever, Sabula said, though he added that he is concerned about the future of his job and believes that he has been targeted for political retribution for embarrassing Trump in front of his friends. Sabula identifies as politically independent and said he has never voted for Trump but has supported Republicans in the past. He's estimated that he is roughly 60 feet away from Trump on Tuesday, and the president could hear him very, very, very clearly. He said he was specifically referencing Trump's handling of the Epstein matter. He says, quote, "I don't feel as though fate looks upon you often, and when it does, you better be ready to seize the opportunity," Sabula says. And today, I think I did that. End quote. And so relatively interesting little piece there. Shout out to Spencer H there on Twitter for posting this. But how sad is that, guys? I mean, you would think that as a society, right, we would not put up with literal people who are actually defending pedophiles in the office, right? So, I mean, guy's a pedophile protector. I mean, call it what it is, right? Because why else would you ever not release the Epstein files, right? I mean, the people who are in charge of releasing them right now should be held in contempt of Congress, but yet they're not, right? Because the government's hiding something. And if they wanted to look as if they weren't hiding something, then they probably should have taken a different approach than literally doing every possible thing, making illegal redactions to, falsifying video footage to, claim that they had client lists, to not claim that they had client lists, and then now, obviously being in contempt of Congress, or I guess they're not being held in yet, but they should be, for not releasing these Epstein files, which now actually today marks the third week in a row that they have decided to just ignore that deadline. We still can't get access to all the files. And so I guess best case scenario, we should just be probably holding out for China to release them for us, because clearly our government doesn't give a fuck. They want to protect the pedophiles, and that's just, the way it is. And it's very unfortunate there. And, obviously, all allegations here. But let's be honest here. I think anybody with a brain knows that something's fishy, regardless if it's the pedophiles being protected or, some weird government conspiracy. Something ain't right, man. And I don't know, sometimes a cigar is a cigar, bro. And that's like, come on now, dude. We shouldn't be really reading deeper into these things, If you have, one of the most notorious criminals of the 21st century, and we have all these documents surrounding this case, and potential conspiracy whereby maybe this guy was probably killed, and he was probably killed because he had access to a lot of different names of people, and there's falsified reports. There's just every little thing's messed up. This guy was in fear for his life, and yet all of a sudden things go black for a second there, so we don't get the footage of him killing himself, and things are just it's just bad, guys. This is just bad, and nobody takes it seriously, it feels like, right? In terms of our government, they all keep pushing it off until we finally get to the point where maybe we have some revolution, maybe we don't, probably won't. Instead, Trump took a lot of the heat off of this case by, again, bombing 7 countries within the first year of his office, and threatening to take over many more. And so I think that sort of shifted the headlines again a little bit, and so not good. But he's not the first president to have done this. I mean, most presidents are absolute war criminals and just criminals in general. So it's he's not the first one, but I think that he's obviously clearly the most blatant one. And again, this is the guy who ran on releasing the Epstein files, and just so funny, man. Like how like I don't understand how you could ever be a Trump supporter and then actually still support this guy at this point. I mean, this is just ridiculous, dude. Like even if you want to be a Republican, sure, I'm not going to agree with you, but like, bro, like you can't defend Trump. I mean, this guy is a notorious criminal, man. This dude is like Thanos for the love of God. And yet we still have to put up with it. And so I don't know, guys. It's unfortunate, but that's the world that we live in. That's America, baby. That's America. And the president of Venezuela, Donald Trump, shit, he ain't doing us no favors. So, with that said, guys, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you did enjoy the content, and we'll talk to you later. Peace.